Hey everybody, I hope this video finds you well and you're having a great day. I got a lot of requests, more than I was expecting, regarding our third row that we put in our Jeep JL Rubicon Unlimited. And I wanted to show you guys what we had going on. I figured a video would be easier than me typing all this out because I've got a pretty good bit to say about it, so hopefully this video didn't get too long-winded. I do feel there's an obligatory opening statement to make regarding third rows. It's a pretty hot topic among Wrangler owners. Some hate it. The ones with kids need it and love it. This video is not about should you or if you should even try to do this. It's really up to you to consider, assess your skills, assess, there are safety concerns. There's a lot to talk about there. So once you have this in your Jeep, I consider it my least safe spot in the vehicle. I'll definitely limit the times that we put our kids back there. Mostly we use it just for going from the house within the neighborhood to the pool. I'm never going to put my kids in the back of this thing and run them down the interstate for 8 hours going to the beach. I think I draw the line there. But there's so many situations regarding vehicle collisions. I mean, you get hit in the front driver's door, it might be the safest spot in the Jeep. So anyways, this video is just about how we got it in there, not really about the safety concerns, so we can talk about that all day long. So anyways, here's what we got. Now that that's out of the way, we're going to open up the swing gate here, and I'll show you what we got going on. So what we did, we first reached out. I was trying to track down these people called little passenger seats, which I had seen, and they looked pretty awesome, some of the setups that I saw on the JKs. It turns out those people are out of business. There's a company called Bear Tracks in Texas. I actually got a hold of them. They're developing essentially the same product, as they were once a vendor that sold little passenger seats. They're developing those for the JKs and the JLs. He asked me if I wanted to get on a waiting list, and him calling me in probably about 6 months. I said, no, I need to get a solution before then. So this is what we came up with. This is a fold and tumble Bestop Trail Max 2 seat. This is for a CJ. It's actually a CJ factory replacement. So it comes with, this is the smallest seat, smallest fold and tumble that I could find. And I wanted the smallest seat because I'm putting, two little kids back here. There's never going to be adults riding back here. And I wanted the smallest seat I could find. So it's made for a CJ. I can get you the dimensions. I'll put them in the comments when I dig them up. I mounted it after finagling and figuring out. It took a lot of patience and a lot of measurements to figure out where this thing was going to sit and how I wanted it to function. It's about 3/4 inches off the subwoofer and the Rubicon there. Over there, we got about 6 inches over here, so the kids actually climb up right here, come around, have a seat. Once we get this one out of the booster, which is hopefully next year, we'll be able to fold that seat forward and they come in that way instead of having to open up the swing gate and then come in from the back. So, Bestop Trail Max 2. It comes with factory brackets that replace the factory CJ bracketry, which is what I use. So it's got these two brackets up here, one right there, one up there. And so you use the factory hardware that came with that, with the exception of I used some beefier washers that gave a little bigger footprint underneath the tub. This is the third bracket. So usually this would just bolt directly into the tub of the CJ. And I made this little bracket here, so 1/4 inch plate, some 1/8 inch tubing. I raised this up, raised the whole seat up 2.5 inches. Get it, man. Raised the whole seat up 2.5 inches because I wanted to, it essentially accomplishes two things. Gets the seat as much foot room as we can, pulls the seat back. It allows me to pull the seat back. The headrests don't hit the glass of the hardtop. If I push this thing forward a little bit, it also lets them see out the front door. It's not the most beautiful thing that I think people are going to eventually come up with, but it's pretty functional and it's not going anywhere. It is tied in to the Jeep. It's 1/4 inch steel, as I said. I use the factory bolt locations for the tie down system in the cargo area. If anybody can find, I tried to research and figure out what the load capacity was for these things. Be very interested to know that. So if anybody can find that number and share it with me, I greatly appreciate it. So I tied in, this reduces down to a 2-inch span here. Shoots up so I catch 1, 2, 3, 4 of these bolts. This piece is technically suspended as it's not anchored in, but it's sitting on the plastic piece where the tub raises up right here. So this is supported, it's just not mechanically fastened in as those 4 bolts on the sides are. Alright, so RJS 4-point harnesses. These are actually made, they have snap ends so we can easily detach them. This particular model is designed as a harness to come over a seat and floor mount. It is not designed to go to a roll bar like most 4- or 5-point harnesses are. So these 4-point harnesses, the shoulder harness comes down, reduces to 1 single mount. So I've got 2 seat belts back here with 3 actual snap-in style connections. So this is one side of the lap belt, that's the other side of the lap belt, and this is the shoulder harness, reduces down to this one. So fold this thing down, I flip the side, it folds down pretty seamlessly. And this is how we use it mostly, you know, if we need to fold it down, nobody's back here, we'll throw groceries on top of there, throw groceries up there. But then you got something bigger, we want it to definitely be able to use the whole fold and tumble function of this seat. So that's why I went for the snap-in style harness instead of a bolt-in, because if you bolted this thing in, that thing's not folding up anywhere, because the seat belts would be keeping it right where it is. So these are pretty easy to undo. They're easier if you got 2 hands. So Mama appreciates them. She can unsnap them pretty easy. She's taking the kids to the store or school or wherever. Get some slack on that one. So there's 6 total. 2 harnesses, 3 per harness, 6 total. Alright, so now all those things are done. I'll flip that baby up and the seat tumbles forward. I put this sweet little strap right here. There's my little redneck retainer. And that's essentially how the seat rides when you got some extra cargo. I am going to do something back here, some plywood and some carpet, or a waterproof mat, something like that. And actually, when we go camping and stuff, I still pretty easy to take this whole thing out, pop these covers off, undo your 4 bolts. This whole bracket comes right out. I didn't do any drilling for this thing. I just bolt it right into these factory bolt locations. So that comes out pretty easy. When I take this seat out, I just kill myself getting the seat clips out. That's the only thing holding that in. Take those seat clips out, this whole seat slides off, and I've been leaving these front brackets up in there. If anybody can suggest something a little easier, quick disconnect, other than these C-clips that's still going to hold the seat, I would be grateful for that information as well. So anyways, that's what we got. That's our 3rd row seat we were able to get in the JL. If anybody's got any other questions, specifics, let me know. Again, this is a Best Top Trail Max 2 fold and tumble rear seat for a CJ. And those are RJS 4-point harnesses, specifically a floor mount and specifically a snap end as opposed to a bolt end. And they are very proud of these eye bolts, but I did get the eye bolts directly from them as well. Alright, hope everybody has enjoyed it, and you be safe if you're ever putting any kids in this back seat, and make sure you make wise decisions, and have a great day.